Two best teams in baseball have put on quite a show at the Trop. Each team squeaking out a one-run victory. This afternoon, it will be right-hander James Shields taking the hill for the Rays, facing New York ace CC Sabathia, the rubber game of this three-game set. Catch all the action on Sun Sports. Welcome to Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. This game 3 of this series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Yankees. And for the Rays, this 11-game homestand continues. These two clubs, after battling each other to a standstill in the season series at 5-5, continue to own the two best records in baseball. New York leading the Rays in the AL East by 2 full games. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to Rays Baseball with Kevin Kennedy. I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard. We'll be hearing from Todd Callis a little later. Well, the season series is all even. The current series even at a game apiece. And no real surprises. 2 one-run games. In fact, last night's game was either tied or the lead changed hands 7 different times.
Yeah, and there's been some home runs that have made the difference in the first 2 games. And Friday night, Wade Davis gave it up early in the first inning to Nick Swisher, but after that, he was outstanding and got through 7 strong innings. And this was a big blow, the home run blast by Matt Joyce, the 3-run homer. That would end up being the game winner. Then defensively, at the end of the game, Carlos Pena knocking it down, getting over there to Soriano. Not going to make a better defensive play than that. And the Rays win on Friday night. Now, last night, they played some small ball. They got some extra base hitting early, the Rays. They played some small ball for a 3-1 lead, but then Mark Teixeira tied it with a 2-run home run. Matt Joyce again, 6th-inning heroics, a blast off the C ring for the lead, and then Matt Garza would hang a breaking ball right there, a curveball to Swisher, and that would tie it. And then Robbie Cano in the 9th inning pitched down and in, and he hits a blast to right field, and that would be the difference in last night's game.
And another great pitching matchup this afternoon. Both these teams were very good in the month of July. In fact, identical records at 19-7. And for the Rays starter, James Shields, July turned out to be a turnaround month.
Yeah, it really did. 3-1. The ERA was still a little bit high, but the record was good at 3-1. 278 opponents batting average against. And really his last start was really key because he really used his curveball very effectively. There's one right there you just saw. There's another one. If he uses that today, I think the Yankees will be in for a different look in this afternoon's game, aside from the changeup and the good fastball. CC Sabathia, 8-1 record at 2-1-0 average in his last 10 starts, 253 opponents batting average against, and it's been about 10 starts since he has given up a long ball. This guy keeps the ball in the ballpark, obviously one of the top pitchers in Major League Baseball.
So the Rays, 6 games into this 11-game homestand, have a mark of 5-1 during the stand, as Sabathia goes after his 14th win. He's 13-4, and James Shields tries to hit double figures in the win department. His record right now 9-9. Series finale coming up. Rays and the Yankees just around the corner.
series between the Yankees and the Rays. At the end of the day, the Rays will either be 1 back or 3 back of the New York Yankees. As we welcome you back to Tropicana Field, getting ready for baseball on this Sunday afternoon. The Rays would love to have their best lineup in there against CC Sabathia. Unfortunately, that's not possible because of these nagging injuries. Ben Zobrist will miss another day with lower back stiffness. Carlos Pena with that right foot soreness. As you see at the bottom, both players not available today. And it sounds like both players will not be available tomorrow either. We caught up with Joe Madden after he talked to head athletic trainer Ron Porterfield. And here's the latest on both players in our Geico quote of the game.
Both came in a little bit better than anticipated today. Carlos's foot not as sore than anticipated. And actually, Ben was moving around better. Doesn't mean they're playing today. It just means that it's a little bit ahead of what we had thought. However, we're not ready to make any kind of decisions based on DL or not DL. We thought there might be more definitive information from their bodies today, but it's actually better news than we anticipated. So we're going to wait. We'll probably wait till tomorrow again and try to look at it and see where they're at.
And you may have heard from Andrew Freeman in our pregame show. We could see Dan Johnson at some point before rosters expand in September, so he would be a candidate if one of those guys has to be DL. We are ready for baseball. It's a Sunday afternoon. Dwayne and Kevin with all the action next.
By Checkers, little place, big taste. It is another sellout here at Tropicana Field for the third straight day. The Rays and the Yankees square off in this pivotal series in what is a pivotal homestand for the Rays. They won 5 of the first 6 games. Let's take a look at the New York starting lineup. Derek Jeter leads off, followed by the latest addition, one of the latest additions anyway, to the New York club, Lance Berkman. Mark Teixeira, the DH, with Robinson Cano hitting cleanup, followed by Nick Swisher. Jorge Posada will catch. Curtis Granderson's at center. Austin Kearns in left, coming over from Cleveland. And Ramiro Pena is at third base, hitting ninth.
James Shields on the mound this afternoon for the Rays. Coming off a good start against the Tigers. He got a win in 6 2/3 innings. Overall, in 21 starts, he's even at 9-9 with the record of .479 earned run average, 135 1/3 innings pitched, and a .281 opponent's batting average against.
And James Shields set to go to work against Derek Jeter in this New York lineup, which does not include Alex Rodriguez. He was 0 for 4 in the first game and 0 for 3 with a walk last night. Joe Girardi has him out of the lineup today. Here's Derek Jeter. The pitch is inside. This game underway right on time. A fastball from Shields to start this game.
And that's what Derek looks for early. He will swing at that first good fastball he sees.
2-0. Bill Welke calling the balls and strikes this afternoon. Ground ball out to second, grabbed by Brenyak, and John Rodriguez on the receiving end of that throw. One away.
Nice play by Reed, the way he tracked it into his glove. But take a look at the rest of the defense for the Rays. Carl Crawford, B.J. Upton, and Gabe Kapler make up the outfield. Evan Longoria, Jason Bartlett, Reed Brignac, and Sean Rodriguez on the infield. And Kelly Shopik once again behind the plate for James Shields.
That'll be Lance Berkman, who made his New York debut last night against the Rays, and Matt Garza. And the first pitch is a fastball for a strike. Berkman saw a lot of fastballs last night.
Yeah, he did, and he got tied up inside on a few.
Until he saw Benoit. There's a little hop fly into center. And Upton is there to make the catch. Benoit got ahead of him with a fastball and broke out that great changeup.
He sure did. He doubled up on him, too, with that change.
2 gone with the bases empty. Shields wants a new baseball. Teixeira takes a strike. Well, the Yankees have some versatility in their lineup. We talk about the Rays being versatile in terms of where they can play position players. Teixeira out in front of a change, and the count is 0-2. Joe Girardi has Berkman, Teixeira, Swisher, Posada, and Pena, all switch hitters in his lineup. Pitch in the dirt. It's 1-2.
Yeah, this is a really deep lineup. Of course, it doesn't hurt to have an Austin Kearns that you just traded for, too, who we really haven't touched on that much yet, but we will. He's in there today.
And Teixeira is out on strikes on the change. 1, 2, 3. Go the New York Yankees. Bottom of the first coming, no score. Rays lineup features B.J. Upton in the top spot, Carl Crawford second, and Evan Longoria third. Willie Ibarz, the DH, hitting cleanup. Sean Rodriguez at first. Jason Bartlett at sixth. In front of Kelly Shoppach, Gabe Kapler, and Reed Brignac.
The ace of the staff for the Yankees, CC Sabathia, coming off a loss against the Indians, and 123-pitch loss in his last outing, but 22 starts overall, 13-4, a 3.15 earned run average, pitch count or pitch innings up there at 151 and a third, so he goes deep, and the opponent's batting average against is 244.
Yeah, and he's been a money pitcher wherever he's been. He has been very good down the stretch. Here's B.J. Upton. First pitch is a fastball taken for a strike. Sabathia is second in the league with 13 wins. David Price, who will be pitching Wednesday against Minnesota, tops with 14 wins in the American League. And there's a little breaking ball that drops in. Curveball, strike two.
Sure was, and a nice backdoor curveball right there.
Now Sabathia, a real workhorse in this rotation for New York. And the fastball misses just a bit. 1-2.
A pretty good pitch, though, not by a whole lot. 93 miles an hour. Up and in. Got that good changeup too.
And Upton fouls it. Sabathia recently turned 30. Fly ball straight away center. Granderson makes the grab.
The rest of the outfield for the Yankees, Austin Kearns in left field today. Curtis Granderson in center. You just saw Nick Swisher in right. Around the infield, Ramiro Pena at third base for Alex Rodriguez. Derek Jeter at short, Robbie Cano at second, Lance Berkman at first base, and Jorge Posada behind the plate.
Yeah, Pena at third. Joe Girardi deciding to give Alex Rodriguez the day off. Here's Carl Crawford. Crawford bounces one foul. That's a strike. Alex Rodriguez answering questions last night after failing to get number 600. He said he just trying to get on base somehow now.
Yeah, he was in a pretty good mood last night, addressing the media.
Ground ball by the mound. Backhanded by Cano. Throw to first, and that's a nifty play by Robinson Cano to get the speedy Carl Crawford.
That's another reason why he's a strong MVP candidate. He can about outplay second base. That is a quick release. Watch him at the top right of your screen. Great jump, crossover step, 6 or 7 strides, and as he's going away toward left field, throws a strike over there to Lance Berkman. That's a great play. No hesitation at all. He got Crawford by plenty.
Now Evan Longoria. Evan takes a pitch wide. Longoria has the best average in the Rays lineup against this left-hander Sabathia. 364. He is 4 of 11 with 5 walks and 2 home runs in that mix. He hits it on the ground to Jeter. He makes the throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3, bottom of the first. And at the end of 1, no score.
power hitter, had a lot of camera flashes going off as Alex Rodriguez was looking for his 600th home run. But as we hear from him after the game last night, he's not too worried about getting it right away.
The way I'm swinging now is probably going to take a while, so everybody get comfortable. But I'm just glad to be out there and helping to win the team win somehow. Scored a run. People are asking me about home runs. I'm asking for hit by pitch, infield hit, bunt single, error. I'll get on base anyhow. So the home run will come, I hope.
Hey, Rod, with a pretty laid-back attitude about it. Probably will get it on the next homestand, you would think, if he doesn't pinch hit tonight. Do you think A-Rod will break Barry Bonds' record of 762 home runs? That's our Autoway text poll question of the day, brought to you by Autoway. If you need a car, truck, or van, call 1-800-SHOP-AUTOWAY. TB1 for yes, TB2 for no. Text your vote to 789-789. Guys?
Well, the Yankees will head home. They'll take on Toronto in New York tomorrow night. They have a homestand. 3 against Toronto and then 4 against the Boston Red Sox. Here's Robinson Cano. And the pitch is down. Well, Cano turned out to be the difference maker last night in the 9th inning when he hit the home run, his 21st home run of the year. He's 7th in the league in that department.
Hey, he hasn't seen anything but a fastball since Friday night.
This one on the ground to first. Rodriguez takes care of that. And Cano is the first out.
It looked like maybe a cutter there, but he's all over it. I tell you, he is an aggressive hitter. It's a bullet right at Sean Rodriguez.
Sean Rodriguez making his first start at first base. The Rays employing some of the versatility with Pena and Zobrist. Not 100%. Here's Swisher. He misses a fastball. Strike 1.
That's a tough part about Swisher. Well, he can set you up, can't he?
Yep.
He might work the count, and he's going to jump on that first fastball sometimes and keep you honest.
1 ball, 1 strike. 20 home runs for Swisher, including the one he hit last night in the 7th inning when he hit the curveball out.
The key there, too, he had struck out twice before on curves.
Right back to the middle and a base hit into center on a breaking ball. Swisher has the first hit of the game.
The curveball by James Shields that he used effectively against Detroit in his last start. But see, this ball is up. Very similar to the hanging curveball that Swisher hit out of the ballpark yesterday. Shoots it right back through the middle.
Yeah, and the fact that curveball was up, you know, there's some thought that his curveball's better than he thinks it is, and so you'd hate to see him lose confidence in that curveball because it was such a good pitch for him last time out.
No, he had a great one, and he threw a lot of them. I know he threw more than a dozen, maybe more than that. And he was very effective with it.
Well, Posada, and he takes a fastball for ball 1. Posada started in game 1 and was 0 for 4. Cervelli caught last night. And he's out in front. Good change up, and it's 1-1. One on, 1 out. It's low, and Shopik scrambles to find it. 2-1. We got a little conversation going on here on Porterfield. Out to make sure Bill Welke's all right, I guess. Something may have gotten him on the chin or in the neck area.
Maybe the throat area. It's a changeup right here. Let's see, it hits. Oh yeah, right up under the mask, right there. Wow, hit him good.
He kind of staggered him a little bit. You can understand why.
Yeah, that got him square. Right side of his neck.
Fortunately, everything is okay. Three and one now to Posada. All game in the second. Posada missed a 3-1 changeup. Great count for it and well executed.
Yeah, very much so. Good call by Chopik. Great execution because it had great depth. The thing just fell off the table. It's hanging up there around the knees. Posada thinks it's in his zone to smoke it, and the ball just drops off the table.
3-2. And a ground ball to first. That's going to get through the right side of the infield. Swisher's headed to third. The throw there is offline. Holding at first is Posada. And you can see Rodriguez reaching for that ball, and right away the absence of Pena over there probably cost the Rays a double play.
Yeah, absolutely. Take nothing away from Sean, but he really hasn't been over there. Now Reed Brignac come up hurting a little bit right here. See, Pena picks this ball, no question, of course, with the left-handed thrower to his glove side. Got through the seam right there. Once it got by Sean, it got by Reed Brignac as well with a dive. He's not 100% yet either.
Now it's Granderson. The pitch is down. 1 ball, no strike. So Shields going to have to dig a little deeper right here in a situation where he normally could have been out of the inning. But the base hit by Posada on a ball that got past Rodriguez and out of the reach of Brignac. 2 balls, no strikes.
And really, you've got 2 key defensive guys out. Ben Zobrist plays an outstanding defense in right field also, or wherever he's at. Pena is phenomenal, so that's a big part of the Rays' success.
Pitch is foul, out of play, 2-1, and you're right about that. If you had to pick one thing, I think you've got to pick defense for this club, and it's something that's so overlooked because it's not traditionally a big money part of the game, nor is it a part of the game that's easily quantified. But the Rays have been so good defensively. It's a little tap foul and squares the count at 2-2.
Well, Shields got a chance now to strike Granderson out because he is a strikeout guy. If he can get one more real good changeup. Got a couple of pitches to do it because the count's even at 2-2. Go for the punch out right here.
And he got him. He came back with a changeup and strikes him out. Very big strikeout there on the heels of that first and third 1 out.
Yeah, once you get the count to do it, you got to go for it. You saw the movement fading away. That's a beautiful pitch by James Shields. And once again, when he's on, he's got as good a changeup as you're going to see in Major League Baseball. Great depth right there. But the key is to keep people honest with his curveball too, and spot his fastball accordingly. When he does that, it makes his changeup that much better.
Here's Austin Kearns, and he takes a fastball in there for a strike, and he spotted that one.
You notice this afternoon Kelly Chopik calling a different game because with Garza or David Price, you might see 2 innings of all fastballs because they throw in the mid-90s. James Shields, you can't do that.
Left side, handled by Bartlett. The Rays get out of that spot. He changed speeds on him. Yankees lead 2, no score. Series against the Minnesota Twins. They'll be here through Thursday, and it's a perfect outing to get a group of your friends together. Visit RaysBaseball.com and learn more about group ticket sales tomorrow night, and it will be a special night here. Jeremy Hellickson, the 22-year-old right-hander, comes up from Durham, will make his major league debut for the Rays against Carl Pavano, who's 13-6, and get a chance to see Hellickson start his big league career. That's got a chance to be something special.
It does.
So I hope you're making plans to be a part of that here at Tropicana Field tomorrow night.
I'm pumped up for it, Dwayne. I haven't seen him pitch yet.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, it's going to be a big outing here for the Rays, and we hope you're part of it. Well, here's Willie Ibar. Pitch is a strike. Take a look at Hellickson's numbers at Durham. He's 12-3 with a 245. We've had a chance to see him in some spring training action. He's very impressive.
And you mentioned you like his mound presence, mound demeanor.
I really do. Yeah. I love that. He's got good stuff to begin with, above average conventional pitches, but a great changeup.
Oh, the equalizer. You know I love that.
Yep. 0-2 the count to Ibar. And a liner headed toward the corner. That ball's going to be fair and will one hop the low fence for a ground rule double. Well, Ibar reaching for that pitch down and got it airborne. One hopped it over the fence for his 9th double.
Yep, he just hooked that. Contact count. Take a look right here. The checkers double games. The backdoor curveball. That's just all hands right there. A little short swing. He knew it had the corner. He's just trying to put it in play, and he hooks it into the corner.
You know, this is the 10th time this year Ibar's hit cleanup for the Rays. They're 6-3 in those other 9 games with him hitting cleanup. Well, so that's not bad.
And don't doubt that Joe Matt didn't know that.
Yeah, he looks at everything. 1-0 the count to Sean Rodriguez.
So listen, you got a lefty on the mound. You got a switch hitting Willie Ibar. We're 6-3 when he starts. Pena's out. Zobrist is out. It's sit Matt Joyce today. It's Ibar.
Yep, there you are. And a shot right back at Sabathia. Somehow he got that glove up there because that was a vicious line drive off the bat of Sean Rodriguez.
Well, he was trying to protect his face. That's how he got his glove up there, and he found a ball right in it. Take a look. That's a bullet by Sean Rodriguez. But see, that's a good finish by CC Sabathia. He does not fall off to the mound. Watch him. He has a nice finish. So the ball's right in front of him, and he really saw it. He tracked it right into the glove. It's not one of those just, hey, look what I found.
Jason Bartlett. He hits it foul outside of third for a strike. Bartlett up in the 6th spot in the order because his lifetime average is .317 against Sabathia. That's 13 out of 41, so that's a good number of at bats. That's the fly ball short right. Swisher's coming in. He had him played in a bit and makes the catch. 2 outs.
Yeah, Swisher was playing very shallow and right. Too much hang time on that pop-up. Closed easily.
Now Kelly Shopping.
I think Kelly's due for a couple of hits today. He likes those lefties anyway. 195. He's a better hitter than that.
Yeah, 333 against left-handed pitching. And 273, 3 of 11 against Sabathia.
Well, he broke up CC's no-hit bid early in the season.
And a little soft liner over the glove and into right field. Shopping drives in the run. So Ibar scores from second. Berkman went back and had it go off that mitt. And the Rays break out in front.
Well, you got 2 Gold Glove first basemen not playing defense today. Of course, Teixeira's in the lineup. But if Teixeira's in the lineup, he makes this play. And there's a difference with Pena out and with Teixeira out, not playing their defensive positions today. That ball just turned Berkman around, and he didn't really jump for it. Didn't have time to. So he was backpedaling.
Kepler takes a high fastball. So the Rays have the first run of the game. Two and 0. Up and away for ball 3. Double by Ibar. The 2-out base hit by Shopping just off the mid of Lance Berkman. There's Teixeira, who's DHing today.
The only way you can get a ball by Teixeira is to hit it as hard as Jaso did last night.
Yep. And then you're not sure.
And did he hit a? You're not. Yeah. And did he hit a rocket? One hopped past Teixeira down the line.
There's the strike. 3-1. Gabe takes it.
See, I think defense for me is the most exciting part of the game.
I'm right there with you.
When I see a great defensive play like Carlos Pena made the other night, it just pumps you up. Or the double play.
And it's so important, you know, when you have a club as varied as the Rays are in terms of the versatility, and that lends itself to depth on a club. And the athleticism that this team has.
Well, and you heard Andrew Friedman on the pregame show talking about that with Todd and Brian, and he's right. I mean, you can't trade your defense. You can't trade your strength.
Foul up the right side. So we'll see another 3-2. Yeah, you don't want to weaken just a very strong part of your game.
Carl Crawford should have won a Gold Glove last year. I believe people now are recognizing. I think he'll win one this year.
3-2, and it's pop foul back. That's going to be out of play. So Shopping will return to first and restart for the 3rd time on this next pitch. You see Minnesota coming in next. leading the American League in fielding. Then the Yankees and the Rays are fourth now in fielding percentage. They've been on a great run defensively, not only making great plays, but just not making a lot of mistakes. Ground ball, and Pena ranging far to his left from third makes the play. That retired the side, but Kelly Shopik's base hit just over the head of Berkman at first scores Ibar, and the Rays lead 1-0. Contest today and all season long. Tires Plus will be donating $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Tampa Bay Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. The Rays get on the scoreboard first. James Shields did a good job of getting out of the second inning unscored upon. Giants 20-8 over in the National League, our Toyota trend, and in the American League for the month of July, the Rays and the Yankees each 19-7.
Tells you how tough this division is.
How about that? You go 19-7, you don't gain any ground under you.
You stay even. You stay right where you were. But you made some distance on the rest of the wild card clubs, including Boston.
It's Pena. First pitch a little bit inside, a fastball. Pena then back around to the top of the order, Jeter and Berkman.
Every time we see this guy, he actually plays pretty well. He spot starts.
1-1. He's a good defender and gives them versatility on the infield and a switch hitter to boot. Foul. Give Shields the advantage, 1-2. Towards second. Brignac with a toss to first, and Pena hustling down the line is out. Brignac to Rodriguez.
Nice play by Reed. Had to charge it. That was a changeup. Had to charge it and try to get the short hop. Very nice play. Pena hustling down the line, too. Big hop right there. He charged it, so he got the short hop. If he doesn't charge that ball, the ball might have ate him up. Nice play.
Now it's Derek Jeter. one. He takes a fastball. Jeter 350 lifetime off Shields coming into the game. Pitch is low. 1-1.
So far today, James is throwing more sliders than he did in his last outing, where he threw a lot more curveballs to the Tigers.
One ball, 2 strikes.
A nasty changeup, though. The movement on this pitch.
Yeah, it's so good. You know, he threw a changeup to get Kearns, the right-handed hitter, after he struck out Granderson, the left-handed hitter, with one to get out of the little spot he was in the second inning.
Yeah, the pitch before to Jeter looked like a ball right over the middle part of the plate, and it had depth. And I think it moved about 8 or 10 inches off the inside corner.
Ball headed to short. Bartlett picks it up. Throw to first. Not in time, and that'll be an error. Charge to Bartlett. That initial bobble cost him the out at first.
Yeah, that was a slider by James. A nice pitch. Jason just tracks it, and once it pops out of his glove, Jeter runs well enough still. He beats it by a stride. Maybe even a half stride.
It's only the second error the Rays have made in their last 15 games. And only the 5th they've made in their last 34 games. So they've been playing not only making the outstanding play, but they've made the routine play. With that exception there, now Berkman looks at a strike.
He did the right thing as far as backhanding. It wasn't a ball you were able to have time to get in front of. Yeah, and he had the glove down. It just popped out of his glove.
One and one. Berkman, the DH last night, 0 for 4. Playing first base today, flip-flopping with Teixeira.
Jeter will still run over there at first base, too, so you can't forget about him. He's got 11 stolen bases.
He has 11 of 15 on the year.
Pick his spots.
Just missed. 2-1.
Cut. Right there off the inside corner. That's double play man too, if you get that good movement down and away from Lance. Get him to roll over to second base.
Pitch away. Went with a changeup, and Berkman took it as it wound up low and outside.
Running count for Jeter now.
Three-one count. And there's a strike. Berkman takes a fastball around the knees.
Wow. He was looking off speed to take that fastball. Jeter will definitely be running now. 3-2 count, 1 out.
Takes his lead. There he goes. The pitch swung out, a ground ball at first. Rodriguez looked to second, but he'll take the out at first. Jeter on the move. Prevented a play down there, and Berkman is out, first baseman unassisted.
Yeah, that's why you put him in motion. Eliminate the double play. Once the count goes to 3-2. It's a nice play by Sean. He's able to backhand it, track it into the glove, and it took that tricky hop there at the end. Nice play. That big glove he's not used to.
safety out.
Rodriguez wound up finishing the game at first last night, taking over in the 7th inning and making the start there now. Here's the DH, Mark Teixeira, and the Rays have the shift on for him. Walk by Shopik, the pitch down, dug out. Teixeira came into the game hitting .258, .311 with men in scoring position. He's 7th in the league in runs batted in.
Seems to always get off to a tough start, and then he just turns it on. A good changeup.
And that's strike one. Got him out in front and pulling off that changeup.
Yeah. He's been very aggressive in this series on the fastball, so he should get a changeup like that. That's a great pitch.
And again, a changeup, strike two.
Yeah, Mark's one of those guys, you're not going to sneak a fastball by him. So you throw a couple changeups, you think, well, he must be thinking change now. I'll try to sneak a fastball by him. No, you can't do that on Mark Teixeira. Guarantee he's still looking fastball. He may make an adjustment.
Into the dirt, and Shopik can't find it. Over to third base goes Jeter. Shopik was looking every which way except up that first base side, and that's where the ball wound up. Shields had to recover it. That's a wild pitch.
Another changeup. I like the call. Kelly never really did get his chest protector on it. That's why he can't find it. It hit like off the side of his hip, right side of his body.
2-2 the count on Teixeira. Jeter advancing to third. And he comes right back with a changeup and strikes him out. Teixeira out of there. An error and a man left. Go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Tampa Bay. Just a reminder, you can experience a Rays game from the all-inclusive Whitney Bank Club, offering extraordinary seating and luxurious lounge and dining areas. The Whitney Bank Club features an upscale full menu buffet and inclusive drink options. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or go to RaysBaseball.com to purchase or for more information. So far, so good. We go to the bottom half of the third. Reed Brignac, then B.J. Upton, and Carl Crawford due up against C.C. Sabathia. Rays with a run in the second inning, and here's Brignac. And a strike at the knees. Shields and Sabathia hooked up in the game up in New York on July the 16th. That was the Friday game of that series. Ground ball by the mound, backhanded by Cano. Throw one hops in, and Berkman cannot scoop it. Brignac is aboard.
It's a similar play that Cano made on Carl Crawford. He didn't get much on this ball, though. Very similar play. Going toward the outfield, across his body, and Berkman couldn't pick it. Again, that's one of those ones, take nothing away from Lance Berkman, but that's one of those ones, that was a easy enough hop that Teixeira would have had that in his back pocket.
And Brignac has a base hit. Now here's B.J. Upton. B.J. takes the pitch down. You know, the other thing, as good as Cano has been this year, he was not able to square his body on that throw, and as you pointed out, threw across his body.
Yeah, and that time, Dwayne, he had time to actually set. Crawford, you don't have time. Brignac, you do. I think he kind of took that for granted, and that was kind of the knock on him, especially early in his career.
Upton takes it wide.
Well, a little bit too casual. I talked to Larry Boa now with the Dodgers many times about that. And Larry, when he was a coach for the Yankees, gave Robinson Cano some tough love on plays like that. Crawford's a different story, but you got to know the runner. And I think he just said, I'll get it over there in the air. I'll get him by a stride. And he short hop Berkman, and you saw the result.
Upton fouls it out of play. A souvenir. 2 balls and a strike. B.J. looked at a fly ball to center his first time, but he has had some success against Sabathia. Pitch taken down and away. Sabathia changed up on it. Pretty good job taking that pitch by Upton.
That was a good take by B.J. Yeah, he's got to sit on a pitch here. Just something up in his zone that he can drive. If not, just take it.
Over to first, and Brignac is back in. Center field. That's in there for a base hit. Brignac hits third. Foley's going to put the stop sign up for him. It's a double for Upton. And the Rays put up a threat with nobody out here in the bottom of the third.
Well, B.J. did exactly that. He looked for a ball up that he could drive, and he did it, and he went to right center, which is really, really impressive. B.J. could be such a big influence here in this last 2 months. Took a 3-1 pitch and went with it. Did not try to pull it. Look at this pitch. Got a ball up. Didn't try to pull it. Went with it. He's gliding around the bag and really turns it on right here. But he gets into second base easily with the double.
Now it's Crawford. Nobody out. Men at second and third. Big opportunity for the Rays. Crawford takes one wide. No ball, no strikes.
Wayne, here's what you work on right here. Get him over, get him in. That drill in batting practice is just that. Second and third, nobody out. Hit a ball to the right side. Get that man in, and then have him come up and do the same thing.
That's inside to Crawford. 2-0. Crawford had a couple hits off Sabathia up in New York in that game we referenced on the 16th of July. Went 2 for 4.
You could, not that you'd do it here, you could really drag a bunt and have a easy bunt base hit, run in first and third, looking at that right side of the infield.
And he goes after a fastball up, fouling it. It's 2-1.
last thing you want is a fly ball to left field, and that's what CC would like to eliminate, is Carl being able to pull the ball.
Rays with a run in the second inning, a threat for more in the third. And Crawford misses a good slider right there. 2-2.
Yeah, really good sharp breaker right here. That's a nice pitch, pulled off it. Well, you can see what Carl was trying to do. He's trying to pull to the right side, and that's really what he should be trying to do. It was just a great pitch by CC Sabathia. Now he's got to execute and just make contact. Put it in play anywhere, you get a run. Infield back.
And a chopper headed to short. Jeter has no play. Run scores, everybody's safe. That chopper eliminated a play at first. Brainiac crosses the plate as Upton moves to third. The Rays make it a 2-0 game, and Crawford has a base hit.
See, that was a game plan. That was smart hitting. A 2-1 pitch, Carl pulled off it. He looked bad because he was trying to pull to the right side to do just what you just saw. So with 2 strikes, he shortens up, and he does indeed put it in play. And because of his speed with the big hops, Jeter has to put the ball in his back pocket. He sees the speed. He knows the speed of Crawford. Now, I thought he still might have had a play at first, but apparently Jeter didn't.
So here's Longoria, first and third.
Rays will take it.
And a fastball misses. The pitch was pretty close. 1-0 the count to Evan. And a toss. Crawford back in.
I think here you stay right there with nobody out. No disrespect with Ibar on deck, but I think you got to let Evan be the guy right here to go deep in the count to try to find a gap or hit a home run. I would not steal, because if I'm Joe Girardi, I'm just putting Evan on.
Ground ball down to third. Pena to Cano, 1 and over to first for the double play. Upton crosses the plate to make it a 3-0 game. So Longoria grounds into a double play. And the Rays pick up a run on the double play.
But, a lot of people say, oh, 2 outs. But you know what? You got to take the runs while they're out there. You put it in play, and because Crawford executed and got him over and got him in, at the same time, the Rays have a 2-run inning.
Here's Ibar, who doubled and scored in the second inning. And hits it on the ground to short. Jeter makes the pickup and the throw to retire the side. But the Rays take advantage and score 2. They lead 3-0.
We are high above home plate here with Chris McCabe. He is the Heroes to Hometowns coordinator in a Great American Legion program. Tell us a little bit about this program.
Well, first of all, it doesn't get any better than being here at Rays Yankees with 750 Legionnaires. You love it. The American Legion Heroes to Hometown program, it's basically a transition program to help some of our severely wounded veterans with their transition back into society once they're discharged from the military. We can help with anything from a welcome home party parade to re-outfitting a vehicle so that they might be able to drive it, or help them with their house out to make it more ADA accessible. We are asking for community support, contractors, builders, whatever it is, to please contact your local Legion post or floridalegion.org to see if they can help out in any way.
I know the Rays were instrumental in getting you guys here to the game, and they've donated part of the proceeds back.
Rays have been fantastic. This is the second year with American Legion with the Rays, and they're donating a portion from all our ticket sales, goes right back to Heroes to Hometown. So, fantastic.
Chris, you guys do great work. The American Legionnaires that are here, we appreciate your support, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you.
All right, guys, back to you.
All right, Todd, you're absolutely right. Great work. It's just amazing the extreme measures people will go to just be in the same shot with Todd Callis. A little foul ball up the right side. 0-2 to Robinson Cano. Cano, Swisher, and Posada due up here in the fourth. Two. Rays with a run in the second, 2 runs in the third. And a foul ball, a fastball. And so the count holds at 2 strikes. Two strikes the count to Cano. Shields got out of a spot in the second inning, and he changes up on Cano, and Shopping puts the tag on him about a third of the way up the first base line. Nice change up there for strikeout number 4.
Well, we had a pretty good feeling that Cano with James Shields was going to see a variety of changeups and curveballs, and that's what he saw in his sequence. This is actually a knuckle curve right there. Look at that. Look at the bottom fall. Nice job of blocking it up by Kelly Shopping. That's how you got to pitch Robbie Cano. I think he's seen enough fastballs in his first 2 games.
Yeah, I'd say that's right.
Shields kind of breaking that curveball out now.
There's Vic Swisher.
A little surprise for him.
First pitch is a fastball. That's a strike. He's got a good fastball, but I still think that the changeup and that curveball, I think those are his 2 best pitches.
Yep. Look at that.
And he has Swisher out in front of the changeup.
Yeah, he painted the fastball first pitch, and he's just got great depth today. He really has the 2 types of movement, down and away, with that changeup.
And Swisher is out on strikes. More off-speed stuff, back-to-back strikeouts. 2 up, 2 down. Time for our AT&T trivia question. Last night, Carl Crawford picking up 400 stolen base. How many players in MLB history have stolen 400-plus bases before the age of 29? 2 outs, and Jorge Posada stepping in with the bases empty.
I saw this question today, so I can't say. I was actually reading this today. It was very interesting. Left-handed hitting Yankee that played way back that's on that list surprised me.
Pitch is down to Posada. A ball and no strikes.
That's nice.
That's at the knees. And it's 1-1.
See, it's almost like Shields can use his fastball as his change of pace. As the Yankees know, he throws a true changeup, but when he gets him looking off speed, then he throws that 92 fastball.
Now it's still 2-2 here with the foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty, and Posada the hitter. Count is full. Well, the breaking pitches and the changeups we've seen really make a lot of sense for James Shields. Granderson on deck. And he went around. Posada tried to check and could not. Shields strikes out the side. He has 6 in the game. He got Cano on that breaking ball. Swisher on a change. And Posada tried to check and could not. Here we go. Rays with a run in the second inning. They added 2 in the third. Our AT&T trivia question: how many players in MLB history have stolen 400-plus bases before the age of 29? Well, the answer is 7. Carl Crawford, the latest member of that exclusive group, including Ty Cobb, Vince Coleman, Cesar Cedeno, Eddie Collins of the White Sox, Ricky Henderson, and Tim Raines.
Tim Raines.
A lot of those came with the Expos from Raines.
Yep.
And boy, when he first came up, he could absolutely fly.
Yeah, he could.
Sean Rodriguez in the batter's box. First pitch, breaking ball for a strike. Sean fouls it back. Boston has a 3-0 lead at home with Detroit batting in the top of the 4th. Verlander and Buchholz, the matchup in that. It's upstairs. 1-2. You know, the Rays have had short at bats, with the exception of Kapler, who had an 8-pitch at bat when he grounded out. Sabathia's averaged under 3 pitches per hitter. Otherwise,
he's pounding the strike zone.
He goes 2-2 to Sean Rodriguez.
Yeah, he only had 40 pitches after 3 innings, 28 strikes. But the Rays will take the 3 runs.
And a full count. And the Rays taking advantage of not out and out errors, but still a defensive deficiency in each of the scoring innings for them.
No doubt. Absolutely.
Rodriguez, a big cut at a fastball, and he is out number 1. First strikeout for Sabathia. There's a reminder to look for the Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment coming up later in today's game. Rays shortstop Jason Bartlett. Fly ball into short center field. His first time up in the 2nd inning. Goes that way again, fouling it out of play. Strike 1. Rays trying to take advantage as they can. They have a 3-run lead and looking to add to that lead. One and one. One ball, 2 strikes. The Yankees have been so hot, and the Rays had a great month of July to just keep pace with them. So they're 2 games back. Joe Girardi's club last year finished so strong. Little tap right side, and who's going to cover first? Berkman cannot come up with it, and everybody's safe as Bartlett is aboard. Berkman tried to scoop and move at the same time, and he got nothing.
Yeah, CC didn't break over there right away. So that's no less than 3 defensive lapses really on the right side of the infield. And the Yankees have an excellent defensive club. See, CC, he can't recover once he falls off to the right side. And even if Lance Berkman had picked it clean, he didn't have a chance against Jason Bartlett.
So Bartlett is aboard. Yeah, there was nobody to cover first. Even if Berkman comes up with that ball, that's going to be an infield hit for Bartlett. Now it's Kelly Shopik in the batter's box. And he's out front. Missing, strike 1.
I believe that's the 3rd infield hit for the Rays. Playing some small ball, a little bit like yesterday. Brignac, Crawford, now Bartlett.
Over to first. Back end is Bartlett.
Wouldn't mind a blast right here, though.
Boy, that'd be great, huh?
Yeah, open this thing up a little bit.
Shopik now 4 out of 12 lifetime against Sabathia. And he took a big cut. That pitch up a bit. And he's behind in the count, 0-2.
Yeah, he was thinking 2-run home run right there, but that ball was away from him and up.
Rodriguez struck out on a fastball. Bartlett reached on the infield hit. Upstairs. Hard stuff up, and it's 1-2.
CC Sabathia's going very quick to the plate, too. Be tough to run on if he keeps doing that slide step like that.
It's pulled foul outside of third. Yeah, checking the Yankees finish last year, They were amazing in the final 130 games of the year. They were 88-42.
Yeah, they just got on a roll. They were very tough. You know, they missed A-Rod in first month of the year, and Teixeira wasn't swinging well the first month of the year. But once Alex got in that lineup, they took off. A little rest today. Hopefully the whole game he has to rest.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's not a pinch hit situation that counts. It matters.
One ball, 2 strikes.
These are mental breaks too. It's not a physical break that Joe Girardi's given A-Rod today. It's a little bit of a mental break. You see him talking with his hitting coach Kevin Long.
And Chopik gets a little piece of it. So it's a foul ball, and the count remains 1-2.
Kind of think Alex would probably want to do it at home anyway.
Yeah, they go home to play Toronto and then Boston.
You know, people can say what they want about Alex, but everybody that's been around him will tell you he is a extremely hard worker. He will get there first and leave last. Working on his hitting especially.
Upstairs, 2-2. Rays have had runners in 3 of the 4 innings. They've scored in 2 of them. And now a full count.
Not an automatic running count either, because Kelly Chopik does strike out a lot. Jorge Posada still throws well, and CC Sabathia is slide stepping. So that's the combination Joe Madden has to think about. So I'd say there's a good chance he won't run here. Although ideally the Rays are very aggressive. We'll see.
He's not going, and the pitch is ball 4. Now Bartlett moves to second as Chopik, who got down in the count, kept it alive and finally draws the walk. First and second with 1 out. Dave Island, the pitching coach, trots out of the dugout and headed toward the mound.
I think, too, Dwayne, that because Jason was at first base, CC Sabathia continued to slide step, and I think it took him out of his rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes a pitcher might have trouble getting the ball down out of that slide step.
That's why a lot of pitching coaches, as you're looking at Dave Island talking to Jorge Posada and CC Sabathia right now, a lot of pitching coaches don't believe in the slide step for that reason. But against the Rays, you have to do something different.
Yeah, the Rays, the top base stealing team with 131 coming into this game.
And they'll run you out of the ballpark if you don't do something different and go a little bit quicker to the plate, or at least have a modified slide step.
Well, let's see what Gabe Kapler can do with men at first and second and 1 out.
Well, and also, you know, Jason Bartlett does a really nice job at stealing third base. But if he tries to do that, now you're watching Jorge Posada right now, giving signs, and what he's doing is he's going to throw behind the runner. If Jason Bartlett goes and Kelly Chopik goes, he's going to throw to second base. And also, Gabe Kapler has a tendency to pull a lot of ground balls on the left side, so the infield will stay put.
And the fastball comes in high. First pitch, 1-0. Kapler worked the count full his first time, had an 8-pitch at bat. Same thing with Chopik, who just walked. And a ground ball, first base side, knocked down by Berkman. He gets up and races Kapler to the bag, beating him in. Over to third goes Bartlett. Chopik moves into second base as Berkman made the stop and really dug to get to first and beat Kapler in.
That almost got by him. Almost. He did make a nice play. Got to give him credit for that. The capper almost got it by him. Being the left-handed thrower, he had to go across his body with the dive and make the play. Saved a double right there. And at least one run.
Now it's Reed Brignac. Reed singled and scored. He had a base hit to open the third. He takes a look at one away. A ball, no strikes. Brignac came into the game hitting .269 against left-handed pitching. With the base hit his first time, 1 out of 4 off Sabathia. And the count goes to a ball and a strike.
Back-to-back sliders. Smart pitching by Sabathia. You just got to make sure the ball's down for Reed. That's all. They try to go up the ladder on him as the count gets deeper. Try to strike him out, but you just got to make sure that he zones Sabathia down.
And he went after that high fastball and is behind 1-2.
That's where they try to go, and Posada will go right back up there too. That's where they try to go on Reed, and he's got to lay off that pitch. Back to that uppercut right there.
And a little pop up off an off speed pitch, and Jeter takes care of that. We're through 4. The Rays lead 3-0. Toyota, moving forward. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. And by McDonald's. I'm loving it. Rays lead 3-0. We go to the 5th inning, and we also check in once again with Todd Callis.
Dwayne, thanks so much. Sean Rodriguez, he mentioned yesterday his first ever major league chances at first base, and today his first ever start. He didn't even have a first baseman's glove. He tried Ben Zobrist. He said that didn't feel very good. So he went to Willie Ibar's first baseman mitt. There you see him checking it out. He told Tom Foley, never leave the dugout because I'm always going to watch you for positioning. So as long as I'm out here, never leave the dugout. In fact, he's pointing in right now at Foley, and Foley's looking up and telling him where to play. So it's a learning process. He is learning as we go here. Joe Madden says the only thing he thinks he may have problems with, we saw it already, the 3-6-3 double play and where to position himself on relay throws. But guys, you'll see him and Tom Foley communicating throughout the day. Back to you.
Yeah, and apparently because of that extra duty, Tom Foley doesn't even have time to rehydrate himself. He's just trying to get a cup of water there, and Sean Rodriguez keeping his attention right there.
He's doing big-time double duty, Tom Foley.
It's foul by Granderson, and the count is 1-2. Granderson, Kearns, and Pena coming up here in the 5th for New York.
Look, Foe's a little tired already. Double duty.
And there is the 5th consecutive strikeout posted by Shields. First out here in the 5th inning. Time to look forward to the upcoming race schedule, brought to you by Just for Men Hair Color. Minnesota coming in for 4 starting tomorrow night. As we look forward to the upcoming race schedule, you too can live forward with Just for Men Hair Color. 7 strikeouts for Shields in this game, including 5 in a row. And Kearns takes the pitch inside. Shields has never struck out more than 7 Yankee hitters in 12 previous career starts against them. There's a strike. He had 7 when he worked against him on the 20th of May this year. Tap foul. 1-2. He gave up 4 runs, 3 earned, and 7 1/3. Struck out 7 and walked 1 in an 8-6 Rays victory. That was in New York. Balls, 2 strikes.
Well, so far he's just kept the Yankees off balance because he's mixed in his curveball and his slider today, and he just spotted his fastball. He's not doubling up too often on the fastball today.
Cut the tap foul. It's still a 2-2 count. Rays about hit New York 6-2. They lead 3-0. Oh, strike 3 call on a curveball. That's 8 strikeouts for Shields, 6 in a row now.
See, that's the one that's really keeping him honest. Last couple of starts, he's been very effective with this pitch right here because most times the hitters are looking fastball or changeup. But now they've got something else to think about, the overhand curve. Buckles him right there. Great pitch.
Two gone in the 5th. The number 9 hitter is Ramiro Pena. Pena misses a fastball. First pitch fastball up.
So you saw those Ks right there, those strikeouts, all of them swinging except the last one because a lot of those are on changeups. The changeup is a swing and miss pitch. Not too many times a hitter will take a changeup. They're swinging at it because they think it's a fastball. But the curve, when you're looking fastball, the curve can buckle you like you did against Austin Kearns right there.
And a chopper foul. 0-2.
Especially Dwayne on a right-hander. You think it's a fastball coming at you and it drops right over the plate.
Got Kearns on the curveball. And time, just as Shields was ready to go into his delivery, Welke granted time to Pena.
Yeah, that's surprising right there. James going to regroup. Don't blame him. I was just looking at his grip because you could see his hand. I think he had a curveball grip. Let's see what he does now. He can do anything here. He can throw a changeup. Fading away.
3-0-2. And did he go? Boy, he came close. Pena starting to go out there after the fastball and just about offered.
Yeah, I think he changed his grip because you could see it. He went back to the fastball. Nothing wrong with that. 0-2 pitch.
And a popper. Short left. Crawford is there. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the fifth coming. 3-0 Tampa Bay. When Shields has struck out 8 tonight or this afternoon. Meanwhile, Kelly Shoppick's base hit got the Rays a run in the second inning. Picked up another run on a base hit, an infield hit by Crawford, the double play ball by Longoria, and a 2-run third. So the Rays lead 3-0 as they come in to hit in the bottom of the fifth. At one point, Shields had fanned 6 in a row. The club record is 7, held by Andy Sonnenstein when he struck out 7 Florida Marlins in June of '07. It's party time. And Todd Callis be far removed from that activity.
I think he's right around the corner, Wayne.
B.J. Upton, top of the order in there to lead it off for the Rays. No ball, no strikes. Upton, Crawford, and Longoria do. CC Sabathia on the hill. B.J. takes a strike. Upton got ahead. 3 balls and a strike in the third and lined a double into right center field. That was a big hit in the 2-run inning. 2 balls and a strike.
Sure was. It set up a second and third no out situation, and the Rays scored both runs out of that. Big double to right center. Same count he had when he doubled that last time up. He got a fastball up and he went with it. I see a changeup here.
And a bouncing ball to third. Pena has it, and he throws a strike to first. Upton, the first out here.
This time CC went back inside. He missed up and away last time to Upton, and he doubled, and this time he tried to get in on him in a 3-1 count.
Now Carl Crawford, who drove in the run with the infield hit in the third. Skied the other way, foul. Rays chasing New York, down by 2 games in the East. And they're battling CC Sabathia.
A couple of pretty good catchers right there. Tony Pena, the bench coach.
There's a strike. 1-2. Yeah, we've got former catchers in both dugouts as managers.
Yeah, that's right. Will Girardi and Tony Pena.
Joe Madden, the Rays skipper, former catcher. Catcher in the booth.
They're everywhere.
So catchers can manage, can't they?
Well, I think they can. Yeah, a lot of catchers are managing in the big leagues.
Yep.
Mike Socha, there's Mochi. You go on and on. Ned Yost.
And Crawford takes this one down and away. A slider. That squares the count at 2-2. Pretty close.
Yeah, I tell you what, either way, there's not a whole lot Carl or any hitter could have done with that pitch anyway.
Crawford chops it over the mound. Cano with the throw to first, not in time. Crawford just put it into play and has himself an infield hit.
Well, this time Cano was more aggressive, again, because it was Carl Crawford running. He made as good a play as he could make, but once again, Carl's speed. He can get out of the box with first step explosion as quick as anybody in the big leagues, and he beats the throw easily. Look at this. I mean, he gets going full speed right out of the box. Right through the bag.
Man at first with one out, and here's Evan Longoria. Over to first. Carl is back in.
That's that move. You look at CC Sabathia. That was a close call right there, because that step was almost at that 45-degree angle. David Price has been working on that, and he got caught on one. But I like that David's working on that move. But that was a close call right there, whether he balked or not.
That's a strike. Quick delivery there from Sabathia.
Of course, if you're CC, wouldn't you learn from your teammate Andy Pettit that move?
Absolutely, you would.
He got to step toward first base, but he stepped almost halfway in between home and first base, which is on the borderline there at the balk.
One and one to count. 2 infield hits today for Crawford. He has 18 infield hits on the year. Two and one. This one's headed toward the right field corner. That will one-hop the fence and kick up over that yellow line for a ground rule double. And that prevents Crawford from scoring. He'll have to go back to third. Longoria doubles toward the right field corner.
Nice job by Evan using the field, because you knew CeCe wasn't going to give him anything he could turn on, hit out of the ballpark. Ball's up and away. Nice swing at that one. Good fluid swing down through the ball. Great finish right there, and going away from Nick Swisher. Had some tailing action to it. And skips over that yellow line.
Well, the Rays have another scoring threat. They're going to walk Ibar intentionally. Crawford's at third, and Longoria with his 31st double is at second. So we have an intentional walk coming. Loads the bases with one out for Sean Rodriguez.
Well, Sean worked the count full last time, and he swung right through a fastball, struck out in his last at bat that was really right down the middle. Pitch he normally can crush.
Well, he hit a shot right back at Sabathia.
Yes, he
in
did.
The second inning. I mean, a bullet right back to the mound.
Well, really, I think he's had two pretty good at bats. Even though he struck out, he worked the count full last time, and he had a good swing at the fastball. He just got underneath it last time, so we'll see here. Just can't get over anxious now, and you want to keep the ball off the ground if you can.
First pitch to Rodriguez, hit a line drive to second, and Ibar is doubled off first. Cano grabbed it, a line drive, and Ibar, who had just been intentionally walked, is doubled off first. And that retires the side. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We're at the end of sixth inning this afternoon. Don't let this train pass you by. Saturday, August 14th, the Rays take on the Orioles. After the game, stick around to see Train perform hits like Hey Soul Sister and Drops of Jupiter. That's part of the Rays Summer Concert Series presented by Hess Express. Visit RaysBaseball.com to get your tickets now. Derek Jeter, the top of the order. 0 for 2, reached on an error in the third. And he takes a pitch down, a ball to no strikes. Well, the Rays had the bases loaded there, and you really hated to see Ibar get doubled off first in the bottom of the fifth.
There's really nowhere for Willie to go, especially when you're at first base.
That foul outside of third by Jeter, and the count is 1-1.
That's the first thing I'm sure George Hendrick told Willie Ibar's freeze on a line drive. That's universal in baseball, especially with the bases loaded for that very reason. Just stay right there. You got to be absolutely sure it's past the infielder before you break at all.
And the pitch in a little bit to Jeter.
As a matter of fact, Dwayne, you don't even get a big secondary lead when the bases are loaded for that reason. You don't need to.
I mean, where are you going to go?
You don't need to. It's a whole different situation. You don't need a secondary lead. You can stand still almost.
And this one, a check swing and I think it's a foul ball.
Yeah, that's what the umpire signaled with his hands up.
2-2.
Bill Welke, that would indicate foul ball. There was a check to go with it. You're right. Good movement in.
Jeter sends this one foul the other way.
That one James tried to get in, but he missed away. Jeter likes that ball away to go to right field. Which is what he did last night for his double.
And a swing and a miss. And Jeter reaching for that one. Strikeout number 9.
What a great pitch. Great off speed right here. Take a look. All fastballs in and this changeup. And, you know, that was called inside. Shopik wanted an inside changeup to make it look exactly like the previous 5 pitches. And it was, but the difference is about 8 or 9 miles an hour. And Jeter's out in front of the changeup. Great pitch. Great selection, too. Great execution.
Lance Berkman looks at a pitch down. So 9 strikeouts so far for Shields. Two and 0. He's had 3 double-figure strikeout performances this year. He had 10 against Seattle on 2 separate occasions and 12 against Oakland. That one is out of play down the left side, slicing into the stands.
It's a
2-1.
Key guy to get right here with Teixeira and Cano to follow. I think Berkman might have swung at ball 3 too. James Shields taking his time, backing off the mound, gather himself.
One and a foul, a fastball. Berkman took a rip. 2-2. And the count is full. Gavin Floyd had a no-hitter going for the White Sox against Oakland in the top of the 6th, but he's lost that no-hit bid. White Sox leading 4-0. 3-2, and a liner into right field, and it's going to be a narrow base hit. Kapler moving to his left, plays it on the short hop to hold Berkman to a single. And that's the first hit for New York since Posada's single into right back in the 2nd inning.
Fastball. They tried to go in and it kind of tailed back over the part of the plate and down. And Berkman is a very good low ball hitter. Short hops Kapler. If it gets by him, that's a double. At least the double plays in order. Although it'll be tough to turn. Put the shift on.
Yep, Longoria the only man on the left side of the infield. Mark Teixeira at the plate. Pitch is down. The ball, no strikes.
Very interesting sequence to Mark Teixeira last time. He got him on 4 straight changeups after 1 fastball to strike him out.
And a line drive caught by Brignac, and the attempted throw back to first, but he held on. And Teixeira is retired on the liner. Berkman got back in there, and Brignac started to throw and held on to it.
He's got those long arms, and he used every bit of it right here to get that ball. And he was thinking too. I mean, look at the reactions by Reed Brignac, how quickly he's thinking too. But see, that's what you do on a line drive, what Berkman's doing. You freeze and get back. You don't get turned around 4 or 5 steps.
So 2 gone. Robinson Cano stepping in. Cano's grounded out and struck out. Bounces one foul, right side. Well, he's seen breaking stuff and off-speed stuff today.
That's where I was going. First pitch curve. And you knew it. You know, James obviously very well aware of what the 3 hits were off of last night. In fact, he didn't get an off-speed pitch or curve all night. All fastballs the whole game. 2 doubles and a home run.
Ground ball. That's a fair ball. Rodriguez takes care of that unassisted to retire the side. No runs, a hit, a man left. We go to the bottom half of the 6th inning, and the Rays lead 3-0. Furnishings where there's no credit needed and up to 6 months same as cash. By AT&T, find out what's possible with the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by your greater Tampa Bay Buick and GMC dealers. Beautiful beaches here in the Tampa Bay area. Clean and open for business.
Absolutely beautiful afternoon as the Rays maintain a 3-0 lead. James Shields throwing extremely well today, really changing speeds well. A couple of curveballs to Cano to get him.
We go to the Rays half of the inning. Rays scored a run in the 2nd and 2 runs in the 3rd. Here's Jason Bartlett to begin the bottom of the 6th. And he takes a breaking ball too low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-1. Line into the seats, foul, a fastball. 1-2.
Jason had the right idea, trying to go to right field with it. Phil Hughes, that's what starting pitchers do. Just relax and check out the crowd. He's deep in thought somewhere.
Bartlett with a little piece of it. And it's a foul ball, holding the count at 1-2. Sabathia has allowed the Rays 3 runs, 8 hits. Comes inside and the count evens at 2-2. Sabathia closing in on 90 pitches. A tap by the mound. Pena gloves and throws. Bartlett is the first out. The next episode of Inside the Rays on the road in Montgomery, Alabama, home of the Rays AA affiliate, the Montgomery Biscuits, and we'll take you behind the scenes with the team and show you why in the minor leagues game day is not just about baseball. Join us today at 5 o'clock for Inside the Rays down on the farm. For a preview of the show, visit foxsportsflorida.com. Kelly Shopik has been on twice as an RBI single and a walk. Pitch is a strike. Down in the count now, 0-2.
Not happy with that, Kelly. Thought that was in. A couple breaking balls right there.
One ball, 2 strikes. Rays and the Yankees wrapping up this series. Third straight full house here at Tropicana Field for this one. And Shopik lays off a pitch a little wide. It's 2-2.
Just off the outside corner. Pretty good effort right there.
Ground ball back to the mound, and Sabathia has it with a flip to Berkman. Couple ground balls here in the 6th inning. 2 up, 2 down. Gabe Kapler is on his way to the plate now. Kapler retired in the 4th inning when he made a bid to get one by Berkman at first base, and Berkman managed to grab it and turn it into an out at first.
Yeah, the Rays have had a couple of chances in the 4th and the 5th to open this game up big time. Can't blame Sean Rodriguez so last inning. He had a bullet right at Cano. The bases loaded.
Kapler a little late on a fastball. That's one of the better ones we've seen from Sabathia this afternoon.
Yeah, that's about where he's topped out at 94. I think Gabe was thinking something else right there, because Shopik got 4 curves and a changeup.
1-1.
He might have been sitting on a curveball and he got a fastball.
Just a bit in. 2-1. Now Sabathia's career earned run average from August on to the end of the regular season is under 3. 3-1 right now.
That's amazing too. He's a big man, and you would think that there'd be some fatigue all the innings he's had over the years. I mean, he's on pace for another 230 inning season. Well, there's an argument for the more you throw, the better you get.
And he walks Kapler. A 2-out walk. Well, this is the first day of August. And if you stretch his career back through the last 5 years in August, he has a 20-2 record in August with a 2.21 earned run average over the last 5 years in the month of August.
That's amazing. And then look what he does in the postseason. Look what he did last year in the postseason. Every 3-man rotation they had. Of course, they had some off days with the scheduling. A 3-man rotation, he took the ball every time. Only used 3 starters all the way through the playoffs into the World Series.
Reed Brignac stepping in. This first pitch to Brignac is number 100 on the day for Sabathia. And it's low. A ball and no strikes.
The Rays, for the most part, they've had some really good at-bats against CC Sabathia today. And, that's without Ben Zobrist and without Carlos Pena this afternoon. Just got to keep grinding. Of course, this is Matt Joyce's inning, but he's sitting today.
Yeah, he can't play every day.
I'm sure Joe Madden thought about the 6th inning, though. So is there a way I can get him in here? Hit another home run in the 6th?
Brignac tries to bunt and bunts it foul.
Nothing wrong with that try, too, because Pena was wide of third and deep. And if he had gotten that down, he's got a base hit.
And the right-handed hitter Upton, who's had some past success against Sabathia, is on deck.
Exactly. And I like when you try it on the first strike as opposed to with 1 strike, because you still got 2 strikes left. A lot of guys do that with 1 strike and put themselves in the hole. They don't get it down.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
And they go right up the ladder on him. Now, last time he got up the ladder for 2 strikes and he went down. A little breaking ball. Let's see if they go. Let's see what Posada wants to do here.
Kapler's back in over at first base.
And that little tap that Posada you saw was the throw-over sign. Tighter shot of it. Going fastball.
And he is out on strikes. Caught looking on the fastball. We're through 6. 3-0 Tampa Bay.
Again, after the Yankees leave town, the Minnesota Twins are in for 4. Monday's going to be the Jeremy Hellickson debut. Then on Tuesday, the first 10,000 fans get this commemorative Matt Garza poster. On one side it says Great Garza. On the other side it's a replica of the lineup card from that day. Monday, July 26th, the first no-hitter in Rays history. Then on Wednesday, guys, David Price goes for his franchise best 15th win of the season. And on Thursday, a day game before the Rays head out of town. But Thursday night, people watching on Sun Sports can see a repeat of the Matt Garza no-hitter. We're showing it at 7 o'clock that night on Thursday night. So a lot going on with the Twins in town beginning Monday. But for fans who want to get this poster, it is the first 10,000 fans on Tuesday, August 3rd. Log on to RaysBaseball.com. Guys?
All right, Todd, thank you very much. So the Rays with the Minnesota Twins due in immediately following the wrap-up of this series against New York. Jeremy Hellickson and Carl Pavano tomorrow night. We go to the 7th today. Nick Swisher leads off for New York. He has one of the 3 hits allowed by Shields, and he takes the first pitch too high. Well, here's how dangerous Swisher has been as he faces Shields here. 12 home runs, 3 other players with at least 6 home runs in that stretch, and they wear Yankee uniforms. Teixeira has 7. There are 3 other players with 6 besides Robinson Cano. But that gives you an idea since 2009 who the home run king against the Rays has been, and it's Nick Swisher.
And he's tough because sometimes he'll swing at the first pitch, other times he'll work the count deep. And notice James Shields started this sequence with a changeup first pitch. He didn't want to see a quick long ball.
Fly ball toward the line and left. Crawford is there. 1 away.
Nice sequence. Changeup, fastball, changeup, fastball away. And he gets him to pop out. Nice job.
All of those changeups and off-speed pitches make that fastball effective.
It keeps you honest. And you saw the swing that Swisher had. He wasn't sure what was coming.
Yeah, the hitters aren't grooving on that fastball the way they had been there for a stretch.
That's exactly it.
And they were grooving to the point of 382 on balls put into play, fastballs put into play off Shields. The mix has been much better the last couple outings. Down and in to Posada with a curveball, 1-0.
Yeah, nice try. And definitely the curve has made a difference, too, like we talked about.
Two balls, no strikes. Up the strike zone, a fastball, 2-1. Foul the other way, and that's out of play. 2-2.
And then you mix in a little cutter right there, slash slider, for good measure.
And that cutter's not overexposed.
Exactly. That's where I was going to go. He hasn't overthrown it. That was just to keep you honest. I mean, now he can throw anything he wants. Changeup, curveball down, fastball.
Just a little piece of it. Posada stays alive on that change.
Good pitch.
Shields 1 out into the 7th, about to make his 100th pitch of this game. Posada getting time.
James has a good feel exactly for what he wants to throw today, too, because he's pretty much calling his own game.
Two. misses. Breaking ball runs the count to 3-2.
Still a pretty good hitter, Jorge. Still dangerous. That's where you get good.
And a full count every time up.
Yeah, 6 pitches every time. This is, you can throw that good change up here. Get him.
3-2 again. And he lost it. That's the first walk given up now by the right-hander.
Yeah, he elected to go fastball, and that one got away from him. Jim Hickey going to have a little talk right here. Every out so important against this Yankee lineup because everybody's dangerous.
Jeremy Hellickson and Carl Pavano tomorrow. Hellickson making his major league debut for the Rays. He's summoned from Durham. We'll be with you at 6:30 in high definition on Sun Sports. The Rays have used 5 starting pitchers all year, and that start by Hellickson tomorrow will be the first departure from that. It's 12-3 at Durham.
Love that strikeout to walk ratio. 123 strikeouts, 35 walks, and with an excellent changeup. That's that great equalizer in the big leagues. You'll have success.
We're looking forward to that. It's always special to see a good young pitcher make his major league debut. Anderson takes the pitch a little low. A couple of strikeouts for Granderson in this game.
The Yankees so dangerous with the long ball. I'm sure that's what Jim Hickey had a little conversation. Let's not test these guys.
Ground ball to first. Rodriguez to second. Out there. Back to first. Safe. There the call. Posada forced at second. 3-6. Rodriguez to Bartlett. And a close play at first.
Nice play for Sean Rodriguez. Getting tested over there. First start he's had in the big leagues at first base. Picks it. It was a nice feed there to Jason Bartlett. He returns it. And he is just barely safe. Anderson can run left-handed out of the box. Just does beat it. Of course, you see Sean with a little bit of a late stretch. If he has that long stretch that Carlos Pena has, he's out. But you can't blame Sean on that. He just hasn't played there.
Well, man at first with 2 outs, and Alex Rodriguez has emerged from the dugout, and he will be the pinch hitter for Austin Kearns.
And I think if you're asking why is he pinch hitting now, who else in this lineup, other than the on-deck hitter, would A-Rod pinch hit for? But the fact that he can't tie the game or put you ahead, you got to feel a little bit better if you're the Rays.
And Rodriguez, lifetime 5 of 23 against Shields with 1 home run. He came into the series with 599 career home runs. And the pitch is popped up foul and out of play. Fastball for a strike. A-Rod last night in the cleanup spot went 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. The night before he was 0 for 4. Pinch hitting here in the 7th inning. The pitch is a bit inside. 1-1.
How about that? 42 plate appearances. This is home run number 599. I think Girardi's thinking too, if Kearns had made the last out, he's not going to pinch hit A-Rod to lead off an inning with nobody on.
And the pitch a little 2-1.
That's a good pitch. Good tight of a slider right there. Just painted the outside corner. Overhit shot showed you that.
And a wave and a miss at the changeup. That takes the count to 2-2.
Slider followed by an excellent changeup. The reason that was successful because it was over the heart of the plate, but it was down into a hitter. You can't read the depth or the speed.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 on, 2 outs. And the pitch hit on the ground, foul outside of third. He was reaching for another changeup right there.
Yeah, he went down for this one. Look at him go down and get that back knee. Really went down and got that. See now if Kelly Shockett calls a fastball up and in because that's how they've pitched him the whole series.
It's gone to 2-2 to A-Rod.
Yeah, they're going in. That's where Shields wants it.
And he missed.
He's been throwing that changeup in like that, calling it in, and had success.
Well, the count is full.
Alex is really looking down for it. I thought 2-2 they might go up one time.
Strike 3 call. He's out of there. Alex Rodriguez called out on strikes. He got it over the inside corner. That's strikeout number 10 for Shields. And Rodriguez caught looking for the final out. There it is, catching the edge. Rays lead 3-0. Half of this frame with Alex Rodriguez pinch hitting and called out on strikes. Shields with 10 strikeouts. Started in the first with Teixeira on a changeup, and he used that changeup and a breaking ball very well in this outing to move into double figures in strikeouts.
thought that was an excellent call. I thought 2-2 they might go with the fastball, but they did 3-2 because A-Rod was definitely looking down on the changeup. And he stays in the game at third base. But as good as that changeup is, the fastball fooled him. You never see Alex take a fastball like that being that close.
So as Rodriguez stays in the game, Brett Gardner also enters the game in left field. So Gardner will go into the ninth spot. A-Rod hits 8th and Gardner 9th.
And you know, Dwayne, that's a good game plan by Joe Girardi because he's not going to pinch hit for the first 7 guys in the order. He was only going to make moves in the 8 and 9 spot. That's why he pulled the trigger there with Alex with a man on base. And if he happen to hit the home run, then he's back in the ball game. If not, he's got Alex in the game, and Gardner leads off the 8th inning. That's good managing by Joe. I get that.
And with that strikeout, giving Shields 10, that's the 7th career 10 or more strikeout games for Shields. Top of the order for the Rays in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's B.J. Upton now. Pitch inside. Upton doubled and scored in the 3rd. He is 1 for 3.
I want to really keep grinding, try to open this up a little bit. I'll never take the Yankees for granted.
Upton taps it foul. 1-1. Wood, clean shaven and working in the New York bullpen.
Looks like he's about 18 years old again. The Yankees do have their rules, especially on beards and things, dress code, all that. That's the Yankee way.
2 balls and a strike. Upton looks at a fastball. That's going to square the count at 2-2. Up to the right side. Workman after it. Now Cano behind him just inside the right field line. Upton pops out.
Number 13, Carl Crawford.
Here's Carl Crawford. Carl with a couple infield hits in this game, including one that drove in a run. Ball 1.
And he almost had a third, which really was his first at bat. And Cano made a great play going to his right.
Fastball was up and out over the plate, foul back. 1-1. Sabathia now at 110 pitches. Crawford fouls it. Sabathia is coming off his last 2 starts in which he's made at least 120 pitches. 123 his last time out against the Indians, and prior to that against the Royals, 120 pitches.
Yeah, he saves the bullpen. Even being down in this game, he's gotten into the 7th inning.
And Crawford tried to check but could not. A high fastball, and Crawford is out on strikes.
Well, Joe's going to come out now with 2 outs in the 7th.
Well, Evan Longoria's due, and we're going to see Kerry Wood. That's it for Sabathia. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Metro PCS, wireless for all.
Produced or retransmitted in any form, and all accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
CC Sabathia in the dugout after 7 2/3 work, allowing 3 runs, 8 hits. Then he gives way to Kerry Wood, who was just acquired from the Cleveland Indians. He showed up here yesterday in a Yankee uniform.
Well, the last time the Rays saw Kerry Wood, he was with the Indians, and Jason Bartlett hit that game-winning double, I believe. Was it an extra innings we had the Sunday before the All-Star break?
You saw his numbers with Cleveland.
The game-winning hit, at least.
Here's Evan Longoria. And the pitch is a strike to Evan. Evan doubled in the 5th inning. One and one. Two balls and a strike. He was just activated and dealt to the Yankees. A full count. 2 outs, bases empty, Ibar on deck in case Longoria could get aboard. And that's a breaking ball for strike 3 call. Rays finished in the 7th. We go to the 8th, 3-0 Tampa Bay. Coach Honda. Visit GoCoachHondaDealers.com to find great deals on fuel-efficient Hondas. 5-Hour Energy. Hour of energy now. No 2:30 feeling later. Visit 5hourenergy.com. By BB&T. Best bank in town since 1872. And by AutoWay. If you need a car, truck, or van, who are you going to call? AutoWay. Call 1-800-SHOP-AutoWay. Rays lead 3-0 as we go to the 8th inning. They at the ballpark.
James Shields has really, look at the numbers, been outstanding today. 7 solid innings.
Gardner leads it off. The first pitch to Brett Gardner is a strike call. It's 111 pitches now for Shields. Gardner takes a look at one close, but down. 1-1. Chad Qualls is up in the Rays bullpen right now. Ball 2 is up. 2-1.
Yeah, I think as the lineup turns over to the 4th time, it's kind of going hitter to hitter here for Joe Madden behind James Shields, even though he's thrown so well.
Takes the count to 2-2. Him on strikes. Gardner strikes out. That's 11.
What a job by James Shields. This ball had some good tailing action. 89 miles an hour. And Gardner just swings right through it. A little bit late.
Shields had 12 strikeouts at the end of April against Oakland. He has 11 in this game. Now Derek Jeter. Jeter hits it right back through the middle over Shields' head. Jeter has his first hit.
Yeah, that's the pitch Derek's been looking for the whole game. First 3 at bats. James had done a nice job of pounding him in. This one was out over the plate. Joe Madden's going to make the move, Dwayne.
Yeah, he had Choate up along with Qualls. Lance Berkman is due. And with a 1-out single by Jeter, Madden goes to the mound. That's going to be it for Shields. Shields will get a great hand for a great job on the mound today. He gives up 4 hits and departs with a 3-0 lead. Dave, 7 1/3. Here's our M. Scott replay of Shields' performance.
He was absolutely outstanding. 11 strikeouts, a variety of good fastballs, great changeup, some curveballs. You saw one right there. Another great changeup. Pounded the zone. 116 pitches, 73 for strikes. But I think really the equalizer again today was that curveball. Just mixing it enough. It made his changeup and his fastball that much better. He kept the Yankee hitters off balance.
And Chad Qualls will get the call, the 31-year-old right-hander, just acquired yesterday from Arizona, and he faces Lance Berkman. The pitch is outside, a fastball away. Qualls pitched day before yesterday for Arizona against the Mets in New York. 1 inning and 2 strikeouts. Cormier and showed up in the bullpen. The pitch is down to Berkman. Jeter's the runner at first with 1 out in the 8th. And ball 3 is low. 3-0. Berkman singled in the 6th. He's 1 for 3. That's Mark Teixeira on deck.
He's trying to get that sinker going and get Lance to roll over it, but these pitches aren't even close.
And there's a strike. 3-1.
The last thing you want is a base on balls to put Teixeira up there as the tying run. So you got a challenge here.
And a ground ball to second. Granyak to Bartlett. 1, first base 2. Qualls comes in and throws the double play ball. 4-6-3 and out. And that takes care of New York in the 8th inning. Nice job by Qualls in his Rays debut. Rays lead 3-0. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Willie Adbar is going to lead it off for the Rays. Rays scored a run in the 2nd and 2 runs in the 3rd. Harry Wood in relief of C.C. Sabathia. First pitch is a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. Wood got Longoria looking on strikes to end the 7th. 2-0. Detroit has tied the Red Sox in the 9th inning. It's a 3-3 ball game. They scored 3 in the top of the 9th off Papelbon. Now, Cabrera hit a 2-run double, and Johnny Peralta had an RBI single, so he's already paying even more dividends for the Tigers in that acquisition.
Well, I noticed that they had Peralta hitting behind Cabrera when he first joined him, and Brennan Bosch hitting third. But you got more of a veteran presence if you're going to keep it that way behind Miguel Cabrera.
Ibar walks. So Willie's on for the 3rd time. Sean Rodriguez will be the hitter. Dave Island heads to the mound. Here's the poll question brought to you by Autoway. Autoway, if you need a car, truck, or van, who are you going to call? Autoway. Call 1-800-SHOP-AUTOWAY. Text 789-789 and make your choice. Do you think A-Rod will break Barry Bonds' home run record of 762? TB1 yes, TB2 no. Standard message and data rates apply.
Well, Dwayne, Joe Madden doesn't have any pinch running options because Zobrist and Pena are out. You can't use Joyce in this situation, and Jaso, you can't use your second catcher.
So the pitch to Sean Rodriguez is a strike. Chad Godin is busy in the bullpen for New York down the left field line, and the Rays get Soriano up in their right field bullpen. And Rodriguez chased that one. Ball moving away from him. 0-2.
Yeah, Carey's got a 90 fastball with a little cut action to it, and he's also got 95 when he wants to go for the strikeout. They had a little run away from Sean Rodriguez. You've also seen the curveball that he threw to Evan was outstanding.
And a liner going to get past Cano this time, and Ibar will advance to second base. Well, a liner and Ibar played it safe that time. Still had the opportunity and the time to advance, and the Rays have men at first and second.
Well, take a look. This is a little slider right there, and he got enough of it just to get it over the head of Robbie Cano. Take a look at Ibar. Last time, of course, in a line drive, he was doubled up. Secondary lead. He freezes and goes back a couple steps this time and gets into second base. Now, this will be interesting to see how Joe Madden plays it with Bartlett, because you do have Jaso off the bench if you want to, and you do have Matt Joyce if he wants to play for a couple more runs with a bunt.
And there's Bartlett showing the bunt and takes the strike. And Berkman charging from first.
The only problem is if you pinch hit Jaso for Shopik, assuming the bunt is down, you end up walking him, so you lose that at bat. But, I mean, that's a decision Joe Girardi would have to make. Then you have Matt Joyce for Kapler, and you probably take that matchup.
And the bunt is bunted foul right back into the screen. Well, it becomes academic now.
Yeah, it does. I think you got to let him swing the bat now. But if the bunt was down, what Joe Madden's thinking, I'm going to make Joe Girardi make a decision on what he wants to do, because I got 2 bullets over there off the bench from the left side.
0-2 the count to Jason Bartlett. And he's showing the bunt, and that one sailed right over his head. It's now 1-2. So even 0-2, he was showing bunt.
Yeah, I think he's double checking with Tom Foley now. There's a breaking ball backed up on him. There's a long look by Jason Bartlett to Tom Foley. I'm not sure he was supposed to bunt. I would think he'd take it off. Jason's been swinging the bat well. The corners are still in. He could shoot one right by somebody. And hopefully with his speed at worst make it a first and third situation.
And he was going to bunt and missed it. So So the Rays kept the bunt on. And Bartlett is out on strikes.
Well, he had it right. I thought he would take that off with 2 strikes. Very tough, especially off a guy with Kerry Wood's stuff to bunt with 2 strikes. A good slider right there.
Now John Jaso will pinch hit for Shopping. Rays trying to get some additional cushion here. They lead 3-0.
And I think if Jaso ends up, let's say, walking, I think you got to bring Joyce off the bench and just try to open up and unload this game. Because Boone Logan's the only lefty that the Yankees have, and they have a righty up. The bullpen.
Jaso hitting .273. And he takes a good look at a pitch away. And one thing about Jaso, he'll give you a good at bat. He had 3 hits last night, including 2 doubles and a triple.
And I think he's got to be ready for a cookie, a fastball down the middle. If not, just take it.
And he takes the fastball. 1-1.
See, when he's up there, he's in an RBI situation now. So, I mean, to me, that's when you want to be swinging. Get that first good fastball, jump on it. He's been driving the ball well recently.
And this one is too tight. Ball moving in on him.
Yeah, that's that cutter again. I'd still look for number 1. If it's anything else, just forget about it. Take it. But if it's that good fastball right down the middle or on the corner, jump on it.
And he bounces this one foul. And again, that pitch moving in on his hands.
Yeah, that was that cutter in.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
I don't think Joe Madden would make a move if Jaso makes an out. Because then you could kind of pitch around Joyce if you want to.
And Jaso is out on strikes. He tried to check his swing, saw a couple strikeouts here in the inning for Wood.
Now Joe's going for it. I like this, though. I like this.
Kepler being called back, and Matt Joyce will pinch hit.
I mean, that's my first initial thought. You got to go with this. I agree with this. Even if they do pitch around him, so what? You got Reed Brignac who can hit on deck. So I like this move for Joe Madden. He's unloading the bench, trying to open this thing up, not taking the Yankees for granted in the 9th.
Well, it's been a big homestand for Joyce already, including the home run he hit off the C-ring last night on a hanging curveball.
So it just sounded good, didn't it?
And there was no question when he made contact with that one.
No, that was a blast. Now, if I'm the Yankees, I'm still pitching around him. I'm being very careful with him, as hot as he is right now, because he's the one that can finish this game for the Yankees. So there is a base open. I'm not saying I wouldn't be trying to get him out, but I'm making some quality pitches.
He takes it down and in. It's Brignac. He would be next if Joyce keeps the inning going. The inning started with a walk and a base hit. Now 2 on with 2 outs. This pitch stays away.
Yeah, I don't think
curveball that stayed wide.
Yeah, Dwayne, I don't think he's going to see much to hit, but you got to be ready for something good to hit. But it's not going to be into your swing path, middle in, where you can turn on one. So he's going to have to look probably on this count to go to left center.
2-0, and it's ball 3.
So they're doing exactly what we just talked about, and Joe Girardi, I'm sure, instructed that. Pitch around him. be careful. We'll take our chances with Bridniak, but we'll see. We'll see what Kerry Wood does in 3-0. If I'm Matt Joyce, I hope you got the green light. You get a good fastball, let it fly. Yeah.
And ball 4. So the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Bridniak will be the hitter. And Joe Girardi comes out, taking a peek down toward the bullpen. So he'll go for Chad Godin, and we will break for this.
For the Rays, don't forget about our Rays Live post-game show. Right after the game, we're going to hear from Joe Madden. We will also hear from others around the clubhouse. Highlights and stats leading right up to our debut of Inside the Rays featuring the Montgomery Biscuits. There's also, not a promise, also an outside shot. We may hear from tomorrow's starter, Jeremy Hellickson. All that coming up after the game on Rays Live. Guys, back to you.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. Chad Godin, the former Ray, will be the new pitcher for New York, making his 26th appearance.
Yeah, just about a strikeout an inning for Chad. But the .310 of batting average against, and you mentioned this, Dwayne, in the break. This might be a decent matchup for Reed Bridniak.
Yeah, Bridniak likes the ball down, and Godin likes to keep the ball down. First pitch is away, fastball.
Yeah, the only time Reed really gets in trouble is on power fastballs up above his hands, 94, 95 miles an hour. He can smoke the low ball.
Bridniak 1 of 4 in his career against Godin. And the pitch is inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, this is the other thing that what Joe Madden did by sending Matt Joyce up there, knowing that he probably wasn't going to get a pitch to hit, is now you force Godin to have to throw strikes to Bridniak.
Rays have loaded him. 2 gone, bottom of the 8th. And there's a line drive. That's a foul ball. Just foul up the right field line. Oh, my. He just missed an extra base hit by inches there.
Yeah, you saw Reed say wow to himself. I mean, that was just off the line there. You saw it hit the green of the turf right there as it kicks up. Just barely, though.
Boy, I'll tell you, that's about as close as you can get to being foul.
You know what? Bill Welke got it right. First base umpire. It's a good right field shot. We just saw that last one. You could see it.
So it's a 2-1 count.
You won't see that pitch again. You're going to see something away.
And a wave and a miss at the fastball. 2-2.
And knowing Jorge Posada, I think he'll go right back to the same pitch. If he felt Godin could go up here, Even with 92 with the fastball, I think you'd call it. We'll see.
2 outs, bases loaded, 2-2 the count to Reed Brignac. And he fouls this one.
Same pitch.
Fastball. So he stays alive.
Well, you get a swing and a miss on that 92, you're going to go right back to it. If he throws a breaking ball and he leaves it over the plate, Brignac will do the same thing you just saw a minute ago, except he'll probably hit it fair.
Two, and a wave and a miss. Brignac is out on strikes. That retires the side. Rays leave him loaded. We go to the 9th inning. It will be Teixeira, Cano, and Swisher do. Rays lead 3-0. The Rays lead this game as Matt Joyce stays on to play right field. John Jaso takes over behind the plate. And on the hill, Rafael Soriano. Rays have a 3-0 lead.
Well, there's Rafael's numbers. 194 with the earned run average. Last night, though, speaks and says it all. The pitch to Cano, and you saw Rafi wasn't happy on the bench last night.
Here's Teixeira. The first pitch to him is outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
You know, when we showed that last night, I mean, we haven't really had a chance to talk about that. He was animated, and it looked like he was not happy with his catcher with the call, but the pitcher has to take responsibility.
And Teixeira hits a big league pop-up on the right side of the infield. Sean Rodriguez makes the catch. 1 away.
Well, that was a fastball away. That's a good pitch right there. And perhaps his frustration was just, hey, I made a mistake and gave it up to Robbie Cano. We'll see. But with a 3-run lead, you're feeling pretty good with Robbie coming to the plate with nobody on.
Yeah, absolutely. Much better.
Yeah.
Cano had 2 doubles in the home run last night. He had a 1-0 fastball out for what turned out to be the deciding run of the game last night.
But I tell you, Dwayne, I thought James Shields pitched him outstanding today. A lot of curveballs.
This one all the way to the backstop. Here's a look at that home run hit by Cano last night.
Well, seeing Shopik wanted the ball in, and that's where it was. I mean, it was exactly where Kelly Shopik wanted it. The difference is Cano said, "Oh, thank you very much. That's my wheelhouse." So you saw the first pitch was away, and Jaso's going to sit out away again.
2-0.
The other thing last night, the difference between a Matt Garza 95 fastball. Soriano was only hitting 90 last night. So it's tough to pitch in a tied game when you're throwing 90 and you're in the hitter's count.
And a bouncer foul. 2-1.
The slider, good pitch. Good pitch right there.
Two big outs to get for the Rays as they try to take this series. It's 3-1, a fastball away.
And now
that fastball around 90.
Yeah, and now you don't, I'm not going to say you don't care, but just throw a strike. Last thing you want are walks.
3-1. And there's a strike. Hey, how about that? A slider 3-1 for a strike.
Well, if you got the confidence to throw that for a strike, better than your fastball, then throw it again. Robbie Cano's not happy. He thought that ball was around the plate. Soriano got the call.
So 3-2 now. There it is. And he threw it again and pops him up. That's Brignac and Bartlett makes the catch. A 3-2 slider. So the slider a little more evident here this afternoon.
Well, you learned something from last night, too. And that's how pitchers are, like Soriano. But if he feels he has confidence in throwing a slider for strikes, what's the difference? 3-1, 3-2, I'll throw it twice.
Here's Nick Swisher.
Thought he had ball 4 on the one before that, though.
One off his foot. Strike 1.
Hey, there's 93, Dwayne.
A little something extra on that one.
Yeah. And he got it in there pretty good, too.
The pitch away. Tap foul and takes it to 1-2.
Soriano has the feel of his slider, so he's staying with it. Good movement, good tilt to it.
Crowd of better than 36,000 here. Looking for the final out. The 1-2. And a line drive into right field. A base hit for Swisher. Swisher sends a slider into right field. That's the 5th New York hit.
Yeah, 3 sliders in a row. He tried to backdoor it. And look at the plate coverage that Swisher has. That ball was off the outside corner, a little bit up, but he could reach it. It's similar to the fastball away that Garza threw that he reached and pulled it over the right field fence. He's just tough. He's become a really good hitter.
Jorge Posada. Soriano pitching in all 3 games of this series. He got Posada for the final out Friday night on that great play by Pena. Soriano covered. And the pitch is a strike down around the knees, and on indifference, Swisher moves into second.
Tell you what, these last couple of fastballs have been more in his range now, 92, 93. More life today with the fastball.
0-1. And did he go? Yes, he did. Scott Berry down at third, and Posada did not check. 0-2.
Yeah, you know, when John Jaso was smart, watch how quickly Jaso asked for help. That was a swing for sure. And Jaso wants to ask immediately. No hesitation.
2 strikes the count to Posada. Here it is. Down. Slider with some bite. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Soriano after his 30th save here.
Yep, good 2-strike attempt too with the slider. Didn't want to leave one up like he did to Swisher with 2 strikes.
And a fly ball into left. This should do it. Crawford makes the catch, and the Rays win it. A combination shutout. The Rays defeat New York 3-0. They take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. And the Rays close to within 1 game of first place in the American League East with this 3-0 win. A great starting performance from James Shields for his 10th win of the year. And a save for Soriano falls a hold in between. And the Rays now at 65-39, 1 full game back of the New York Yankees. Here's another look at the last out of the game.
Backdoor slider. That's a better pitch than the one obviously he threw to Swisher and gets the easy pop-up. And Carl puts it away.
Well, a big victory here for the Rays as they go to 6-1 on this homestand. They take a 6-5 advantage in the season series against the New York Yankees. And that is not to be lost either. They have battled them right down to the wire in the season series. Win this one 3-0. Let's go to Todd Callis on the field.
Dwayne, thanks a lot. Carl Crawford. It was a day where you didn't have Payne, you didn't have Zobrist. You guys still battled through, and James Shields came up huge today.
Yeah, you know, I think Shields pitched his best game of the year. You know, we're missing a few players, but that's the thing about this team. You know, when guy goes down, you know, guys try to step up and we try to, you know, play the best we can.
You guys use your speed. You had a couple of infield hits today. It seems like that's your style that you're comfortable with, moving runners along like you did last night and getting them in.
Yeah, you know, you got a tough pitcher like CC on the mound. You got to do whatever you can. It's just a struggle the whole night. So you got to just work hard and try to battle the whole time. So that's what we play, and, you know, it worked for us tonight.
What does it mean to you to win 2 out of 3 against the Yankees? You came in down 2, now you're down 1.
Well, that's the thing. You know, we're trying to get back to first place. So, you know, we wish we could have won all 3, but we'll take the series and, you know, keep fighting hard to try to get back on top.
Since you started here with the Rays in 2002, this place has never been filled 3 straight nights in a regular season game. What was it like to play with this crowd?
It was real fun. You know, a lot of energy. You know, as soon as you run out on the field, you're excited. You know, adrenaline is pumping real fast, and you just don't want to let the crowd down. So I had a lot of fun.
Even though you've been here a few years, you remember your debut. Tomorrow there's another debut. Does that fire you up to see a new pitcher like Hellickson out there?
Yeah, because you know you want him to have a good first big league game, and you want things to go right for him. So you get excited just like he's excited because you want everything to go well for him.
Great series, Carl. Thank you.
Man, all right.
Carl Crawford, guys, and the Rays taking 2 out of 3 against the New York Yankees. Back to you.
Rays win it 3-0. Shields the winner, and Soriano a save before 36,973. We'll be back with more in a moment.